In the beginning, a great flood covered the earth, destroyed everything that had existed. Only one old woman survived, emerging from the waters, grasping a panther by the tail. Now, taking pity on this poor woman's plight, Metelimi Weda, our master of life, created a new world for her to inhabit. He created an island and placed it on the back of a turtle. Now this island was rich with game, and down its middle ran the most beautiful river. And it was on the banks of this river that he placed a new people, Domikote Shawnee. Now this is a very different creation story from the one that is believed by the European Americans who now inhabit the lands east of the Allegheny Mountains in 1775. This is especially true in Williamsburg, the capital of Virginia, the largest and wealthiest of the provinces claimed by the British King in North America, where 3 young Shawnee chiefs now find themselves hostage. Far from their homeland, in the valley of the Pelewatepi, the Ohio River. But how have these young men come to be in Williamsburg? It was in the fall of 1774, where Lord Dunmore, the last British royal governor in Virginia, had waged war against the Shawnee along the upper Ohio. But at the end of the conflict, as a peace agreement between Dunmore and our Shawnee chief Cornstalk, a contingency of young headmen were sent to Williamsburg as a peace bond. This was a security that the Indians would uphold the agreement and cease raiding American settlements. And so, in December 1774, they enter Williamsburg. They have now been here for 6 moons. They have been treated well by the royal governor, by his family, as well as the people of this place. A ball was held in the governor's palace in their honor. And in Norfolk, they were given a parade and taken to the theater. News for them is that all has been quiet along the Ohio. But events elsewhere will have great impact upon their lives. And for these past 6 months, relations between the British government and American patriots has now deteriorated into armed conflict. Bloodshed has occurred in Massachusetts, and independent military companies have been forming throughout the colonies, preparing for war. This is a world that these young Shawnee men now find themselves in. Far from home, their families, and friends, born to all that they know and value. It is the 8th of June, 1775.
Hey, Brother Katumwa, you are out of practice. It is hard to believe that you let us meet Kochata against the Biko at last year's corn festival. You are growing slow and lazy with this life here in Williamsburg. Perhaps we should get you some white boy speeches. Yeah.
I believe that we are both out of practice. I think my brother Neowa now prefers spending his time watching Miss Randolph and her friends strolling across the green rather than minding the matters of men. Perhaps you trade your club for a parasol. It should only be 2 moons more before we leave for home. We've received many kindnesses here, but this is not our world. I am eager to return to the land beyond the Pelewatepi and the Muskegans. I hope that I am not disappointed upon our return to those woods. Find my hunting spoiled by white people and their horses where I used to find game. We had come into the middle of us like crazy people. I hope that our bond of peace with the Virginians ensures that they will not encroach any further upon our lands, but let us live in friendship.
Indeed, I do hope that our time here has brightened the chain of friendship between our council fires and those of the Virginians. Only if it leads to a peace that will last. Even now, it seems the English, they war with themselves. There are more and more stories of bloodshed in the north. Boston, Lexington, Concord. Who are we expected to ally with? Are the Longknives now a separate nation, or are they united with the Onondagas, the Pennsylvanians?
Cornstalk and the other Mikete chiefs agreed to meet with the Big Knife Dunmore during Dukwaki. The Long Knife commissioners will not leave here until they are certain that our chiefs will be in Pittsburgh, prepared to treat. Even now, 12 of our Mingo uncles remain as prisoners to this agreement.
Both the words are good. Your heart is sincere. Our great men will redress our complaints and regulate the conduct of our white brethren towards us.
Hey! Brothers! Hey! There will be no council! There will be war, brothers! Help! You must ready yourself to leave. We must hurry.
What is the matter? What has happened?
The governor is fled. He's gone. He and his family left in the night. Come, let us gather provisions. We'll find a hiding place until nightfall. And we must leave here. We must get back home.
Why? Why is the governor left? What makes you say that he has fled?
Brother, we can speak of this later. But now we must prepare to escape, then we must begin the journey home.
Wait! I cannot leave. We need to find out more about all of this. Perhaps the governor has gone out to his camp on the river as he's done before. Why do you say he has fled?
Brother, we know what we need to know. The Longknives had threatened him. He no longer felt safe here. He no longer felt his family was safe here. Was it not back before the snows had ended that the Longknife headmen ordered all their men prepare for war against the British father? See, our agreement is with Dunmore, not with these Longknives. We are now in danger, brother.
They're not taking us with him. And then why do you feel that we are in danger here? There is no reason for us to trust these Longknives. Perhaps we should act quickly. Let's get away.
Remember why we are here. We have come to this place to protect our people. If we leave, the Virginians will have the excuse they need to make war against the Shawnee once again.
Brother, why do you think they need an excuse? All the Virginians want a war against all the Indians on the Ohio. The Virginia headmen want to drive all the Indian people off their land forever, brother.
There are those who do wish us ill and want our lands. That is not all of them, Chinusa. We must work with the Longknives for our people. We must work with those who wish to have peace with us.
I agree with Brother Chinusa. Katimwa, there are those here who treat us well, but most have no love with the Indians. All that Chinusa says I have heard from the one called Hardcastle. The one who hates the Longknives and loves the great father of the British across the water. He has said these things in the tavern many times. And he also says that we are to be enslaved like the Negroes.
Mata, brother.
And sent to some faraway place.
You heard in the tavern is whiskey talking out of Hardcastle's mouth. We should not be so attentive to the talk of idle men in taverns. Shawnee men should pay no attention to things of such insignificance.
Will not be instructed by son of a peace chief about how a Shawnee man should act. What I've seen and learned here convinces me the Longknife do wish us ill, brother. Is that the governor here to protect us? Who's to prevent them from seizing and enslaving us? Sending us off to some foreign land where our people will never know us again? Get away!
Do not see how we are treated here. Who here gives us real respect? They regard us like we are snakes that might attack them at any moment. Or as if we're not worthy of their good thoughts, or even among those who seem to wish goodwill to us. How are we treated? They speak to Shawnee. If we are children, without respect and in need of instruction in the ways of the world. Even the governor's wife, Lady Charlotte, who acted kindly to us, she spoke to us in the same manner that she spoke to that damn bulldog she busses over all the time. We are either treated like vermin or exotic birds to be shown off like pets. The Shawnee are not like the Delaware or Iroquois, dogs or servants of the white people.
Perhaps, Brother Katumwa, you've grown too fond of the governor's feather beds and his sweetmeats at table. Perhaps you wish to remain with the Long Knives. Well, is the life of the Sanawa no longer to your liking, brother? Perhaps that's why you're not so eager to leave.
Are you eager to return home as either of you? I wish every day to return to my family. To all that I love. It may be that my memory is better than yours. Because I remember that day last October. The battle at Kanawha. I remember how outnumbered we were. I remember that there were near to 7 of the Long Knife warriors for each one of us. I recall that my father and the other chiefs made the most heartfelt appeal to the other nations. Cherokee, the Chickasaw, the Wyandotte, the Ottawa, the Ojibwe. None would stand with us. None. An Astor ally with us. The Onondaga threw the wampum back in our faces. And so with what? A handful of Mingo. We fought. Only to know that they would bring such an army against us. Now, we do know. Now we have seen. We know. The English and the others from beyond the great water are more than the stars in the sky. More and more. They come over the mountains. Their great father, the king, has told them not to come. Yet still they come. We cannot stop them.
We can stop them. We can stop them, but we must fight them. Yes, on the Kanawha, we were greatly outnumbered, but we took more of them that day than they took of us, brother.
In the hours that the sun rose to the top of the sky, but then Cornstalk knew that we must stop, and we withdrew to the north of the Big River. Cornstalk knew that their numbers would have overtaken us, driven us back to the Scioto towns. He knew that our women and children would have been murdered, or driven into the forest in the face of the winter. Cornstalk knew that our lives depended on making peace with the English governor. Our lives depend on a lasting peace. That is why we are here. We are here so that the San Manuel, the Shawnee, can live.
Then you make your choice, Katumwa. But I'd rather fight and die like a Pakui Shawnee than be a slave by these whites. There's ain't any more of our land lost. Our hunting grounds just taken away from us. I would rather fight and die than live like that, brother.
That is what you surely will do.
You remain then, if you will, peace chief. But we must leave you. Come, brother. I'm going to go to the smokehouse. I'm going to get some bacon. You go to their kitchen. You get what bread they have left.
I cannot go with you. Shanusa, I must stay here. Katimba is right.
Do not listen to him. The Long Knives will never make peace. You know the treachery of these Virginians. We cannot stay here and remain at their mercy, brother.
Try.
Mata!
Try, brother.
Shita!
The lives of our mothers, think of our children, our old people. Shanusa, that is the only way that they can
Then stay! Stay! Both of you! You marry the Long Knives if that's what your hearts wish. I'll return to the Paloatipi and the Muskega. I will no longer heed you, Makochi. I will return to the Picoy and the Chillicothe, brother. I will follow Blue Jacket, and we shall rain fire on the Monongahela. Here's the way! Chicha! Hear it! Hear it! Hear it!
Thank you, brother. Be certain in your heart.
No, you are right. That is why my father Nimwa and Cornstalk sent us here to this place. They knew. They know that that is the only
Then
way.
we must be strong.
Henry!
Be secure. We need to go now and find Captain Wood. He will help us.
We need to find him. We will be strong. We say Kiko.